Boom! He's back in the tube. That's an early one, like 6 o'clock in the morning. But no time to, people that are making this world worse are not taking days off. So I told you from day one, I won't take day off. Day in, day out. No choice. That's how we roll. Yeah, that's how we roll. Save the children, tell the children the truth. Now, some people must be like, what he's going to say this morning? What is he going to come up with this morning, eh? Save the children. You know why I mark save the children? Because you, as an adult, you have to save yourself. Okay? But the children, they cannot save themselves. They cannot save themselves. They need us. Just like, oh, there's so much things that requires our attention as adult and that we just go straight by, especially children. Why not tell the truth to the children? From my own experience, what it would have gave me, what I tried to be today is really the person I needed when I was young, to tell me what is going on with the world. Maybe I wouldn't have end up the way I end up being so rock and roll when I was in my youth. If someone would have come along and tell me the truth, because I knew from a young age that something was wrong in this world. It's not, I woke up suddenly at a few years ago to realize that it's more to realize that I was lied to about everything. About everything. History, like nothing works in the world the way we think it works. So it's simple. And so the moment for me, I started to do research, and that it was clear in my head that I was going to make my children aware of my research and my findings. Like, I think it's the best way when we start telling our children the truth. The truth is not only the truth about the exterior world, but it's also the truth about who they are. And this is the most empowering part. This is the part that where I think we're all missing. We're all missing at one point something is to empower the children. Now we're doing is taking their power away in public schools and stuff like that. If you don't make them aware of what's going on, because they would, like, my children go to public school, but they are aware of what's going on. They know it's lies, so they don't get mind controlled by it. This is the goal also is to liberate them from all the mind control that they have on them. And it's potent when you're a children. Everything around you and your environment is going to be there to keep you asleep. To keep you asleep. That's what they want. Their goal when we're young is to keep us asleep, to put us asleep. To put us asleep when we're young, and so we don't wake up. Hopefully, we don't wake up. They fear the day that we're gonna wake up. If you ever wake up one day, they fear that day that not that they fear you on a personal level, but they fear us waking up because they know when one is waking up, the rest is gonna wake up. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take timing. Everything takes timing, but we are on an awakening path like never before. And to empower the children, like I said, to be the person you needed when you were young is very important, because children needs inspiration. That's what they need. In the world like we live today, all we can offer them pretty much on a daily basis is intoxication. Intoxication with the cartoons, food, all kinds of nonsense. We fill their heads with nonsense, and then we wonder why they end up all lost in Babylon growing up, and we don't empower them. We don't tell them anything. No guidance. Children, the youth these days have no guidance because the parents are asleep. Sleep tight. This talk might be addressed to the parents, the grandparents, the teachers out there that are maybe not aware of everything that's going on. I suggest you do your research and you start waking up. You start waking up because you've been lied to on everything. Everything. And To not know it is to live in an illusion. It's to live in a grand illusion. Like you live in a grand illusion, you think that terrible, and then it's because also you are alive and you have one life to live, and your children have one life to live. So what are you gonna offer them? A life of grand illusion, or a life of a life of greatness? A possibility of a life of greatness, because you don't want to teach them your fears. You want to teach them what's possible. You want to teach them what's possible. You don't teach your fears to your children, because they will end up adapting the default state. But if you show them what's possible, they will go after their dreams relentlessly until they get it. And if you start young, and there's a good chance you get it very fast. Like sometimes it can happen fast, depending on the effort you put. But if you don't tell the children that it's possible to live your dream, it's possible to attain greatness, it's possible this, possible that, and you just fill their heads with illusion, and you as a parent, you don't wake up and tell them the truth that we're not monkeys floating on a ball. Like just that is a big empowerment. Just that is like, hello, come on. It's to me, it was a game changer. It made me come out on YouTube at 40 something year old. So for sure, it was a big empowerment. Imagine what it can do to children when you tell them the truth, when you stop lying to them and manipulate their minds. It's gonna give them great power. Not that they will face the world more boldly. This is the thing. They will not face the world with fear and doubt. They will face the world with strength and confidence. And this is what I want to see from my children. I don't want to see them walk with their head between their legs and just obey to society for what to do with their life. It's to create your own life. You have the potential to create anything you want in your life. Even synchronize events in your life. You can synchronize stuff. If you use the power of your thoughts properly, if you work on yourself, like I say all the time, work on yourself and discover maybe the power you have available. That's a good start. You're going to realize that you are much more powerful than you can ever begin to dream of. Not even imagine, dream of. So it's very deep. The power that we have hidden, the power that we have because it's hidden, it's in us. It's just that we're not getting in touch with it. Superpowers, superhero. You should be a superhero. You should be a superhero to your children. Yeah, they need you. That's why, being a parent to me is more than just putting food, clothes, and shelter on for my children. It's to educate them, give them an education. Education is not in school. Education is at home. It's at home. It's showing them what's good in food. Show them good eating habits. First of all, good eating habits and good. That's the main thing is to show them stuff. Talk to them. Can your children hear your voice? That's another thing. Can they hear your voice? My children can hear my voice, and I don't need to speak loud. They can hear me because the consciousness I embody, everybody picks it up around me. Most people don't want to be around me because too high of a conscience, maybe too high of a reasoning or stuff like that, so they avoid me. But that's okay. I don't need anybody. I don't need too many people around me to do my journey here. I know it will be a lonely road anyway. The narrow path is a lonely road, and I don't expect anybody. People are busy in their own life. We are so busy all the time, chasing that piece of paper that we don't even care what's going on around us. We don't even care getting out that bubble and to look outside and to start realizing that life is much more. Our life is much more than our life. Than our everyday life. But no, we teach the same fears and doubt to our children generation after generation. Just be a worker, just be an obedient worker, and don't worry about your dream. Don't it's not important. Your dream, your accusation here on earth is not important. Just be a worker. Don't think too much too. Don't think too much. We're gonna feed you all kinds of poison as you grow up, so you cannot think too much. We're going to reduce your ability and capability to think and reason by poisoning you with food and all kinds of nonsense in your ears and your eyes as you grow up. And you will end up like a lost vessel, an empty vessel. An empty vessel, this is what most people are, empty vessels with no direction. That's the truth. Which one me tell you? The opposite? Look around you. And the children are picking up the pace. They're becoming lost with no direction, no guidance, nobody to show them what's good or what's evil, because that's all it comes down to. It's what's good or evil. And there's lots of evil in this world. People are evil. People are evil, for sure. Don't look further than inside your heart. Inside your heart beats both beats there and the center of your chest, heaven and hell. You decide what you do. This is the kind of thing also that we're lost, telling children all kinds of fairy tale as they grow up, to make them think that there's someone watching over us and that we have no real power, and that the power is all outside of ourselves. This is how I felt growing up. I never felt like I was having real power. I never felt empowered. Like, I never felt empowered growing up, either by my parents or I had a good. When I grew up, I was very like, I never missed anything at home. I always ate, and my parents were very like, they were good workers. Like, we had never missed anything at home. I had a good youth. It's me that I was more rock and roll than them. I knew I'm born for this stuff. I'm born for this stuff because I knew young I wasn't fitting in here. I wasn't fitting in. I knew there was something really. I felt it was like a movie when I was young. When I was young, I was looking at the world and I felt like it was a movie. I can remember. I sensed right there that there was something terribly, terribly not aligned with our true nature. This is what I felt. You feel it when you're young, but then they come with all kinds of poison and instruction and education and all kinds of brainwash to put you on the ball like a monkey. To put you on a ball like a monkey, to think that you come from monkeys and that you have no real talent, no real skills, no nothing to bring to this world. You're a complete numb living dead. That's what they want to transform you in. That's why you go to school, to become a living dead. Yeah, I discovered that as I went to school, for sure, because once I get there, my body was rejecting the information they were giving me, big time. I was bodily rejecting the information, not just that I was thinking it was lies or no. I was doing all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah. One day I did a pyramid with the desk in one classroom, I remember. Did a big pyramid with the desk, and it was in a religion course. That's to tell you how much my body was rejecting it. Wait, I'm going to finish my story. I go in the class and I get 2 or 3 people with me. I was always the one the leader. Always, I'm like that. I can't help it. It's in my nature. So I was going into the class, and we made a big pyramid with all the desks, piled them one over the other. And I attach a cord at the bottom one. And when the teacher came in, I just pulled the string and the whole thing fell down. Bang, 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 bang. The whole friggin' thing came down, and it made a lot of noise. Next thing you know, the principal was coming down the hall, and he grabbed me by my hair, and he said, "Lodier, viens ici." And he grabbed me by the hair and he brought me to the office. You see, my body, I got kicked out of the school for that for 2 weeks. I was very rejecting. I was rejecting completely the information, and I'm not afraid to say not ashamed to say these stories, or even these. I know why today it happened. I know why it happened. These were all lies. It was all lies. They were feeding me lies in schools. I didn't know then. That it was lies. If I would have known then, oh, watch out, Babylon. I wouldn't want to see me back then knowing the stuff that I know now. Whoa, it would have been wicked. Oh, maybe it's better that I know today and not back then, because I was very, very rebel, but rebel probably against because I didn't know the kind of program that was put in me. When you're young, you don't know. You don't know that you don't know. So when you don't even know, so it's very, very deep. So the program we're put under, everybody is put under that same program. Everybody's been brainwashed, unless you have very conscious parents and that they broke the chain of mental slavery in your family, maybe. But other than that, you have been put under the same mental conditioning as me, as everybody, to think that you're a monkey floating on a ball. And that's the base. That's the base of it. Everything, all the other lies come from there. All the other lies, that's probably the biggest lies, is the ball earth, and then all the satanic stuff come from it. All this evil satanic world come from the lie to make you believe that, believe yeah, that you live in that you're a grain of sand. That you're a grain of sand. They want to make us feel so small, and so insignificant, so insignificant. And as you grow up, you pick up the pace, and you think that being insignificant, it's okay. Like there's nothing to worry about, nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. That's just life. Nothing to see here. You can pass by. That's just life. Don't worry about life. No, don't worry about living it, or don't worry about dreaming it. Don't worry about nothing. It's just life. Just work your ass off until you're retired, and then you're too freaking old, and your body is fucked up enough that you can do nothing, and that you end up crawling on the couch watching TV, drinking beer, drinking your life away, or something like that. Like most people live a life very, very. Like they're just existing. This is what I'm telling you. There's something much bigger than that. Even me today, I'm past the existing stage. But I mean, I still have to get in touch with what life is. I'm just barely scratching the surface. So it's very. Even I know how to get there. I know that there's something. At least I know. Before I didn't know, because no one told me. I had to find out by myself. All of this, no one came to tell me. I found out all by myself. But me, with the difference that I make, I tell my children. And I have big, big conversation with them, and they can hear my voice very clearly. And I don't even need to yell. No, they hear my voice because I speak truth. I align myself with truth. I align myself with empowering them, and more, I want to empower them more than teach them my fears, because most parents, they just teach their fears. Like, what's the point of teaching fears constantly to your children, just so they can, so they don't become more than you? Like, you want them to be on the same level as you are. So you teach them your fears, and you don't teach them what's possible, so they can have a better life than you. You want to see them good, but not better than you. Maybe that's what it is. To me, I want to see me. I don't care if I don't get my dream. I know that my son Samuel and my other two children will go after theirs, and they will probably get it because they're gonna start a lot younger than me. Sam started 18, 17, 18 years old to start working on himself. That's a major, major shift. Come on, think about it. You tell your children the truth. Think about it, the difference it's going to make in their life. The empowerment and the grand delusion that's going to be gone from their head. And then they can focus on who they are and remember day after day who they are. It's not being in a grand illusion day after day and drinking and being on drugs and stuff like that and adapting all the bad stuff in Babylon. No, it's being empowered to live your dreams, to manifest your greatness. This is what you want to tell to your children. Listen, you have one life to live. You're here to manifest. This is what your goal is. And you repeat that constantly to your children. You're here to manifest. You're here to manifest, instead of you're here to eat pogos and hot dogs and nonsense. Like, there's a difference in consciousness. Once you start empowering your children and telling them what's possible, they're going to raise, first of all, they're going to affect also other children around them. Like, it's clear that The moment you teach your children, they're going to teach other children. They speak a lot, and the thing with children is often they're not too shy to talk about anything. So they will open up very much to other people around them. And this is how we're going to change the world. It's by speaking out. It's by the real revolution is the evolution of consciousness. Don't talk to me about getting in the street with signs and cardboard and ask for a change. You have to be the change. It's us that have created all this. Even the children in school, to tell them the truth, it's us. The moment we wake up and we realize we're teaching lies, the moment the teachers are going to realize that everything almost they teach children is packed with lies, it's under a spell. Even the languages, like everything, you had to be put under the spell to learn the spell. So everything we're all under their spell. So, to tell your children the truth about the language, where it come from and why do they, everything is essential. Then you don't let your mind manipulate by it. You don't give your life energy to it. This is the whole goal, is to not give our life energy to this madness. It's unplug from Babylon. That's what it is. Don't give your life energy to this madness nonsense that is constantly lying to everybody around. For every children in every school around the world are being lied to. It's all the same program everywhere, and that's not a conspiracy to enslave us, to make us like they all want us to think the same. Like it's all the same stuff, same program, same. So nothing really is there to make us grow or to empower the children or to teach. They don't even teach how to mid-state. They don't even teach how to stop and start thinking. They don't teach that. They just, it's not in the program. Maybe some teachers do it on the side, but it's not in the main program. Some teachers are more awake also. We cannot put all the eggs in the same basket. Some are more awake, but also they have to follow a program. So if you don't follow the program, you'll lose your job. For sure. If you don't follow the program of the Ministère de l'Éducation, for what it is here in Quebec, you will probably not teach in school. So you have to follow the program. But who puts the program in place? It's us. We are the government, we are the world, we are the people, and it's us that have the power, but most of us do not use that power of reasoning or anything, and they just give away their all their power to the government or authority or military, or to give them a sense of reality. Yeah. And then they teach that same false sense of reality to their children. So they can think also that they, it's very, very important to reduce your capability of questioning, because the whole thing, look, it's not hard to wake up. It's just to question it. It's just to question. After I look back at my journey, and it's not that I have done such extensive research. Yeah, I've done research, but it's more questioning stuff. It's more introspection. It's more a reflection. Everything. Reflection is the mother of wisdom. Reflection is essential. That's what I did. That's all I do every day when I come here. I reflect. There's nobody here with me. I just reflect, and I see the number of viewers, but I don't see anybody. I know who's there. I see you in the chat. But it's mostly a conversation with myself. And this is what made me grow in that journey, is having a lot of those. I took a lot of time alone with myself and reflect. And then I came to some answers. All the answers are inside us. We have all the biological equipment to make sense of reality. We're just not using it. We're not even using our senses to make sense of reality. We prefer the government to come and tell us what is reality. What I see with my own eyes is not reality, so I need the government. I have two eyes. I can see the sun moving in the sky, and I get it's not me moving around, or I'm very, very stationary years after years. Like, I have senses, I can use them, I can make sense of reality, but they want to shut us down, shut our ability to think, shut our ability to reason. And so, who's here this morning? Ivar! Big up. Mia Media. Hola! Hi, friends. Asen. Big up, Asen. Mia. Determination and dedication every day. Tuning in on my sofa, keeping it real. Oh, that's good. That's good. You know, this is an habit also. It's very, I was thinking about it yesterday, and I said it's very, very important for me to come here every day because I know also it's a good habit. You know, at one point, you're going to listen to me, listen to me, listen to me, and you're going to be like, it's going to trigger something in you. It's going to trigger, not that nothing is triggered right now. It's not what I mean, but it's gonna, it forms the habit also of, because motivation is something we have to redo every day. I have to redo it every day. So to come here and do that exercise every day keeps me very motivated. So it must keep you very motivated and very inspired and feel like, I feel like I'm connecting. This is what is this is the goal here. So what you're saying there, that determination and dedication every day for sure. This is a must. And I hope you guys tune in like you should. Not for me, not for me, for us. We have to make an habit of this for us to save ourselves. To save ourselves, to save our minds, to master our mind. This is what we were doing. We're just saving ourselves. And then we're going to save our children for sure. Because once you become as an adult more enlightened, everything follows. So yeah, teachers, they fear being asked question. It's a rinse and repeat system. Yeah. Now education is infiltrated by common purpose and grass teachers reporting to social. Balance is key. Tell them it's corrupt. They stand out. Mice, even the student flock with those who don't know teachers, ignore too. So can be more isolating from school if could go back education failure. I rebelled school, then later life worked. One one so seen it with my own eyes. Even teachers grapple student, then parents report it, and they're told you went working that day, no salary deducted to then sack. Yeah. No, it's for sure the teachers, the reason why many of them don't come out is for sure they have to follow the program. It's the job, but like I said to my wife, as a space week at the daycare. But I said, you don't have to. You can still do your space week, but I mean, put conscious stuff in there. Don't tell them they are planets. Tell them they are wandering stars. Tell them the truth. They are wandering stars. They're there. They're Greek god planet that they have named after Greek gods. They're all out there, but they're wandering stars. They're not terra firma, round, spherical stuff that you can land on. You take a telescope and you'll see it. You can see them all in the sky. But most of us, no, we don't even want to believe that. We don't even want to believe that you can take a telescope and look through it and find the truth about everything. So it's very, very, it's a very mental slavery system that keeps us down, keeps us ignorant, keeps us numb, keeps us born dead with life. So wake up, because you don't have much time to wake up. That's also the thing is, life goes very fast, and it's very important, in our young age, that we make sense of reality. If we cannot make sense at a young age, we're going to be very confused growing up. So telling the children the truth at a young age is going to change their whole life. It's a game changer. Totally a game changer. Imagine the power and the me. I can't wait to see in like just in 10 years, how they are gonna have a approach the world, my children, like how they gonna react to the, because as you go on, there's different stages, different experience. Life is a raggy road, and I'm not putting them a silver spoon in the mouth, so they're gonna have to crawl through shit just like I did until they make it. And that's life. Expect it hard. You better expect it very hard, so this way you don't fall into something that you think it's easy, and it's going to be given to you. Like, nothing is given to you in life. We know we have to work hard. And yeah, yesterday I was supposed to be with Santos on the Truman show, but Santos couldn't connect. He had problem with his software and stuff, but he said we were going to do it next week. So next week you should see us. I don't know if some of you were waiting for the Truman Show. I was waiting myself. I was there with Millie and Rob, but we even connect with him via Skype. Rob connect with him via Skype, try to fix the problem, but it was unsolvable. Unable to install the plugin or something. So I just canceled it and decide to redo it next week. Yeah. Anyway, but that's why you didn't see us last night. Like, yeah. But I might come on tomorrow, maybe on the Truman Show alone, and review your comments again, and give my try to bring something, a new vibe. Try to bring a new vibe. It's also what we have to concentrate is showing what kind of vibration is available for our children. Once we start us vibrating more, everybody around us picks it up. That's how I see it. Everybody around me picks up the vibes, because now not, people realize also, like, we all want something better out of life. And none of us is want to stay at the same level consciously, maybe unconsciously, but consciously, no. Nobody's eager to live a better life. So you want to really make it happen. Make it happen for you and for your children, and show them that it's possible to make it happen. It's possible to live your dreams. Why not? There was many people that did it. It's not something. Yeah, we are victim of a world that doesn't want to dream anymore, but doesn't mean we have to skate and pick up the pace of everybody around us and be living dead. We can have a flame. We can have a vivid fire inside if we want to. It's all up to us. It's all on you. No one will come and save you but you. You have to save yourself. That's the thing. But that's very hard, saving yourself also, because it demands a lot of work on yourself. A lot of work on yourself. A lot of time alone. A lot of time away from distraction. Which most of us are still very distracted. Very distracted. This is why when I come here, I don't want to create distraction. It's about motivation. It's about empowering. It's about you opening your eyes, me opening my eyes, us opening our heart and connecting. That's all it is. I don't care about the shape of the earth or what it is, whatever. It's about us opening our heart. First of all, I think there's a lot more. We've been programmed and indoctrinated and bamboozled all our lives. So it takes more than a few minutes or even a few years into this to actualize yourself to your full potential. Like to live your dreams. Like, it's not because you discover that the earth is flat that suddenly you're gonna have a push on to live your dreams. You might be just taking still the same subtle default state of society, which is never stretching outside your comfort zone. It doesn't mean that. That's why when people say, "Oh, I'm awake," I know about flat, and you're awake. Yeah, okay. What are you working on in your life to make it happen? To actualize yourself, or you're just constantly on YouTube watching flat earth videos and see what's the next flat earth news that's going to come out and this and that, and are you distracted at the point that you cannot miss anything on YouTube? Like, hello, are you working on yourself? Are you taking a book? Are you reading? Most people don't read. The average American reads not even a book a year, I think. So it's crazy. No? I read at least a book a month. At least a book a month, sometimes two, depending. No? I make videos also, so and I write a lot. I write down a lot. So I take a lot of text and I rewrite them down. I tell them on video after. So this is the. I also find tools to give myself the chance to elevate. If you don't give yourself some tools, some lever you can pull in case that you're more down or more on the slope, because there's ups and downs. It's not always gonna be oh, I'm super happy and yeah, happiness is a state of mind, but you have to get that into that state of mind. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes the battle. Sometimes it's just to get in that right state of mind. Just to get in the right state of mind is very, very hard sometimes. So just to get yourself in the right state of mind is very, very hard. So just that is a constant battle. So to get yourself in the right state of mind is a must. You must. That's why the work on yourself will bring you the right state of mind to pursue your goals, to pursue your dream, or whatever you have in mind. It doesn't have to be called a dream. It can be called a goal. It can be called a. But me, I prefer call it a dream. I'm a daydreamer. Anyway, life is a dream. Life is a. We are in the dream of the Creator. We just have forgot that we have to live the dream. We have to co-create the dream. This is what we have forgot. The moment we start realizing that we are co-creator in this reality and that we can impact the consciousness to a great, great extent, we will probably, yeah, make a change. Make a change. A change will happen. A change is happening now. A change is happening now. It's just maybe we need more people to stop attaching their vibration. Like people come to me yesterday and say, okay, how do we change it? It's easy to change it. I think it's Millie. Yesterday I was talking with Melissa and she said, okay, guys, because we're having a private conversation, and she said, how do we stop all this? I said, the solution is simple. It's all together. First of all, it comes by something we do together. We stop attaching vibration to their madness. We stop giving our life energy to them. We stop going to their churches. We stop going to their madness election. When we stop all the madness going to their pharmacy, in the word pharmacy, there's the word arm. Pharmacy. Pharmacy is going to harm you for sure. They sell you chemicals and all kinds of stuff. So this was the kind of stuff I seen when I was young. When I was entering pharmacy and stuff, you sense that it's not really something natural and normal to have people on pills. There's some people that take a lot of pills. Some people have pills dispenser to it's crazy. They have a pill for every single symptom. It's like we're not treating the cause anymore. We're just treating the symptom. We're not even looking at the cause. If you have a headache, don't take an aspirin. There's a cause to your headache. If you have constantly headache, if your body is giving you sign of an illness or something, don't mask it with some kind of pills. Work at it. There's a reason why you're depressed. There's a reason why you have no energy. There's a reason why for this and that. The reason for everything. The energy comes very the energy you get it also once you start working on something that is a very a great value for you. You will find energy like you've never found before. Energy will come naturally. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah. So for my part, energy is something that I get by taking action. By taking action, you get a lot of energy from there. You get energy to carry on. Anyway, this is our job. This is what we have to do here. Carry on and carry what? Carry the truth. Carry the truth. That's our mission. That's our mission. Not all of us will wake up to the mission. Most of us are sleeping dormant. It's time to wake up. Wake up, people. Yeah. Time to wake up, wake up. The light. There's light. See it? I don't know sometimes how to say it. For me, it's so. I don't know. To me, it's so. This is. Like I said, maybe I'm born to do this, but to me, it's very something we should all see. Something that is so easy to see once you question things. Sometimes I wonder why. This is why I say we're very much dormant. We don't question anything. We just sit in front of the TV and accept that as fact. We don't even question the news. I was never questioning what especially when 9/11 happened. When 9/11 happened, I was sitting on my couch, I remember, in Trois-Rivières. And at the time the event happened, we seen it on TV. Absolutely, I was believing what was on TV. For sure. For sure, I took what was on TV for granted. So imagine how many people took this for real. I took it for real back then. Everybody took it for real. Everybody thought it was plane crashing into the buildings and terrorists and people with pocket knife taking over an airplane and like total nonsense. Total nonsense. But we don't look at it. We look at things with we're blind. We have eyes, but we're blind, especially when it comes to the government, because it's something that we're doing to ourselves also collectively. Yeah? So it's very hard to see that, to realize that you've never questioned me. It's listen, maybe I taking my life as an example to come here on YouTube and deliver my message and say wake up, don't do like I did and wait to have a tragedy happening to you. But I think, first of all, not everybody will end up on my channel here. It's something you have to seek. Truth is for those who seek it, and motivation, and especially motivation. Not everybody is motivated. Most people are very miserable every day, day in, day out. So they will not seek motivation. They will not be motivated for life. Most of us are not motivated, or most of us are very motivated, but to sit in front of the TV or sit in front of the computers or stuff like that. That we have the motivation for that, but when it comes time to have motivation to actualize ourselves in the world or to let go of the distraction, the motivation to let go of the distraction, none of us really have that kind of strength. Only a few of us can starve the distraction and really raise over the top. It's easy to rise to the top to accomplish your goals or to live your dreams, because most people don't. Most people don't. So the moment you start shining your light, the moment you start waking up and you realize that your life has value, that your life is not a joke, you start moving. You start moving out the comfort zone. That's what happened to me. At one point, I said, whoa, enough the comfort. I got to stretch a bit, put myself uncomfortable with stuff that I've never done before, to get stuff I've never got before. It's simple. If I stay in place, if I do the same thing over and over and over again, I will get the same thing. But if I do different things every day, if I come and, shine the all the magnificence and power that I have, and will that I have to do it every day, day after day, at one point I'm gonna transform. It's gonna cause transformation day by day. Anyway, I feel more awake at every breath I take. Every time I come and do a talk here, I'm more and more inspired, less and less papers around and stuff like that. But it's a process. It's a process that, I working on this, on redoing this. So the whole process happened here live on YouTube, and I don't intend to stop that. Especially yesterday, Kim got me a. And she came back home and she had that for me. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Oh, am I unplugged? Do you hear me? Yeah, okay, hold on. Put down my screen, I forgot. Kim came back home and she got something for me. She said, SB, I have a gift for you. And she got me another there's papers in it that I have to write. Super great ideas. Like another book to write. So I'm gonna write another one. I almost finished the ones I started here. Remember, I showed you that one. I'm writing a text now in it from Melissa Kemper. She has a lot of good stuff. We're very, very inspired. Very good writer. I love to read people's texts because it gives you a good insight on what they think, and how they approach their journey. Also, very important. You know, this is what I like, is to connect with people and learn from their journey, so I can implement it in mine, or not to be a copycat or to copy what people do, but just to be inspired. That's what we must do. Fake it till you make it. For sure, fake it till you make it. That this is the best. This is what everybody should do: is fake it until you make it. There's no problem with that. No problem. Pretty much every successful person, that's what they did. And if you have an opportunity, you don't know how to do it, just say yes. You'll learn it after. You're gonna learn it on the. There's nothing that you cannot learn. Nothing. There's nobody that is more intelligent than you. If you have a brain, you are intelligent, but you just have to work that muscle up there. The difference is some people work it more than you, so they have more skills, they have more knowledge, they have more. But we are. Look at the world we have created. Look at all the technology. Look, I'm talking to you on a screen. Just that is phenomenal accomplishment. That's is. Come on. I know we can do even more than that. But to me, this is very, very divine. Everything that we have created is very, very divine. Not some stuff is created for evil purposes, but I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about like internet and most technology. For sure, if you talk about TVs, is there to control the mind of people. But computers could be used also as a mind control tool. But if you don't give in to mind control, you're not going to be mind controlled. Like there's a TV here, but it's not even plugged in. It's on my wall. It's not even plugged in. It's unplugged from the wall because I don't even want to bother with that kind of vibration, that kind of all the stuff coming out the TV impacts you a great deal. The vibrations coming out, yeah. So that's another great day. Great day to rise. Great day to rise and shine and do something more than we did yesterday. Me, I have lots of projects today. I'm gonna start doing my stuff, and we'll see what comes out of it. But tell the children the truth. That's so important. Empower them. Just give them at least the opportunity to think for themselves. No, it's to give them the opportunity to think for themselves. To show them that it's possible to question things. You're okay. It's okay to question things. Don't feel bad. You can question what you're taught in school. You can question what your parents tell you also. I tell my children to question what I say. Not to question me to an extent that I will get mad and pissed off, but you can question me for sure. You can question not the stuff that I tell you to do that is good for you, but you can question things for sure. If you don't, you will do. If they don't question me, they will not question anybody else. So I give them the opportunity and the space to do that also. And I think that's important to have our own reflections, think for ourselves, which not too many children do because like we're put under such mind control and under such mental slavery that we never really seek out that box, seek out that cage that is imposed on us at a very young age to live in that eggshell. You know, it's time to get out the eggshell. Time to get out the eggshell and time to empower the children so we can change the world. That's how we're going to change the world is by telling the children the truth. Because that's going to break the chain in your family. Once you tell them the truth, they're going to tell their children, they're going to tell their grandchildren. Everything's going to follow like a chain, like a monkey effect. That's how I see it. It's possible it's possible to have a better place for everybody. That there's less suffering and stuff. So he's out and he will be back later on. Rise and shine and live your dreams. Yeah. And tell the children the truth. Don't be afraid to open up and tell them about the stuff that they can sense themselves. You know, that they can sense. It's not stuff that, it's not nonsense I'm talking about. I'm all talking about stuff we can all sense naturally and that our body technology can sense also. So he's out. Rise and shine. Thanks everybody for being here. Mia, Ivar, SN, a few others. Yeah, big up. He's out.